what's up, guys? Welcome to the Sad Boys Podcast. I'm your host, Tokyo, aka David. I'm joined by my co host, Epic, aka Johnny,
Who's Epic?
and our special guest today, Landon, aka Black Cowabunga, aka Shisters.
Help me.
Today, we're gonna really dive into gaming and life stuff since it's the first episode, and we're also gonna talk a little bit about Landon's life and all the shit he's been through. And I guess we could talk about shit that I've been through, shit that over here Epic's been through, and we're just gonna have a good time
Mine's
with it.
peachy.
We're gonna talk about life and gaming, and yeah. So to start it off, I guess we can talk about a common argument: PS4 or Xbox. We all play Xbox here, so I mean, I do have a PS4. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, I have a PS4 too.
I also have a PS4.
I think PS4s are just fun for like games that you can't play on Xbox. Like,
Well, I mean, it's fun until you get like 1,000 notifications of like exclusive shit.
yeah,
It just gets
But I mean-
That
annoying.
is true.
because like there's some really fucking good games. Like if you guys have tried the God of War yet?
Yeah.
It's literally like this shit. I remember playing it
Yeah.
and like completely like blown away from it. Shit was insane though.
I was actually blown away by Minecraft. Man, those graphics are just and
The blocks, man, they get me
yeah,
going.
the blocks. Ooh, the blocks get me a little sweaty in the hands. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, they actually look like spheres, dude, to be honest.
Honestly, dude, that's how high
Okay.
def that stuff is. Have you ever seen the back of a creeper, dude? Dude, sweaty.
Dude,
Have
he
you ever seen
has
the
some
face of a
game.
creeper when you turn left and
Dude,
all you hear is fucking
sweaty.
"Eeeeee." Fucking face right when it's about to blow up? Yeah, me too. PTSD, boys. Let's fucking not forget about that. Alright, so Shisters, Landon, buddy. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
A little bit about myself.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm 13, you know.
Alright, yeah, he's the youngest in our little friend group. Just want to point that out.
I have a deteriorating left lung, so my voice is like this, you know. And yeah, I play Xbox.
How long have you been
Yeah.
playing Xbox for?
Wow.
5 years.
Really? I've been playing Xbox since like I was like in 5th grade. I remember when I first got my 360. That was when everything changed. What was your first ever gamer tag after you've
My
changed
first
it? Like the
ever
first time you
gamer
changed
tag.
it. Like you know,
Oh.
like right after the Xbox given one. What was your first ever game?
Oh, my first ever gamer tag was like
Before you changed it.
No,
it
not
was
before. Like right after. Like you know how Xbox.
Oh,
gives
like
you-
your
then
first
you get
change.
that one free change.
Oh.
Okay.
First ever.
My change or my like OG name that like Xbox gave me.
Your change, your first ever. Come on.
Oh,
An
my
OG
first
tag.
change was Spoon the Utensil
So really, you were a spoon utensil for like ever?
for like, the longest time, and then I changed it like 5 months ago.
Jeez. Mine was
Christ.
the Stealth Red, and a little insight on that. I had a friend who played PlayStation 3, and I would go over his house a lot to play BO2 before I got my Xbox 360. And his PSN was the Stealth Red, and I was sitting there thinking, okay, I got live. What the fuck am I gonna change my name to? And as unoriginal as I am, I just switched it to the Stealth Red, all caps, no space, altogether.
I
Ah,
remember like my PS3 name was like MWS, and then it was like a whole bunch of numbers.
Yeah, man. How about you, Epic?
I mean, my gamer tag actually just stayed. It was always Epic. So I
Really?
mean, yeah, I never changed it.
Are you considering changing it?
I mean, fucking maybe. I'm realizing how childish of a game tag.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of fucking ones.
It's like a bunch of like bullshit and like spaces and like capitals and shit.
Dude, he was like probably like 11. Give him a break.
I mean, yeah.
Shut up, dude. You're still 11.
Dude, I'm 13.
All right, so let's not beat around the bush here. All right, let's hop into some like life questions and stuff. So, I have one that I want to ask you, Landon. It's something that I kind of came up with, but I kind of mended a little bit.
Yeah.
So you've been with your girlfriend for how long now?
About almost 2 months now. So,
But you've known her for longer, correct?
known her
Monster.
for longer. Yeah.
You've known her like how long again? How long was it?
Um, I think for like, uh,
Practically your whole life, from what I remember we
Yeah.
were talking about.
oh no, that's my ex.
Oh, okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, my ex's name is Emma.
Emma. Okay, what about? I don't want to say her name here, but you know who I'm talking about. I'll say her gamer
Yeah.
tag, Fluff. Fluff.
Yeah. I think I known her for about almost 5 months, and then we started to.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, then I guess my question is just ultimately crushed now because I thought you'd known her for longer. But
No, that was Emma. Yeah.
yeah,
Emma was a
well,
family.
when you were with Emma, did you ever see it going anywhere? Did you ever date Emma?
No.
Really?
It never went never went anywhere because she really was just there.
Hmm. What about
She
with? Go ahead. My bad.
She only like pretty much dated me because I was like, one of the popular kids in 6th and 7th grade.
Ah,
So
so she's a gold digger. I'm kidding. No, I'm
gold digger, dude.
Gold
kidding.
digger.
Nothing but a gold digger.
Dude, she had wired AirPods, bro.
Shut the fuck.
Why do you call it wired AirPods? You
AirPods didn't even
retard.
exist back then. You fucking retard.
Yeah, they did. 2 years ago, they did.
2 years ago, AirPods.
Wired.
Did they
I'm
really?
actually
No,
about to
wired
strangle you.
AirPods.
All right. What about the girl you're dating now? I mean, it's only been 5 months, but 5 months kind of feels like 5 years to a lot of people. So, what do you think
Bro.
about now? What do you think about how that shit's going now?
It's going pretty good, you know.
What do you think it's gonna go?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
where do you
gonna
see it
see her
going?
this summer already, so
Ooh.
bring up that
Oh,
and
okay.
Okay.
It's nice.
You're gonna be disappointed. Got
If
it.
we're
you
on the
know,
topic of girls, I was dating a girl for almost a year, and she broke up with me, baby. So let's get it. And I've been single for 2 months, and I finally cut everything off with her.
did you
Like 2 days
really?
ago. Yeah, like I was chasing her for like 2 months, wanting to get back with her, but I didn't catch the hint. I finally did, and I felt good like telling her like I'm done. Today we kind of talked a little bit, but it was like small talk. I went
Small talk.
into our I went into our Snapchat, and you know how you can save photos in Snapchat now, and like look back and all
Yeah.
the saved photos. I went
Yeah.
back to find like some photos of myself that I knew wasn't anywhere else, like on my phone or anything. I knew it was in our chat. So when I went to go find them, I screenshotted them because you can't like resave them unless you look for it in the chat itself. So
Yeah.
I screenshotted 4 things, and then she called me like 4 times at like 8 in the morning, and she was like, "Why did you screenshot shit?" I was like, I just needed these photos. And then she was like, "Send them. Like I don't trust you." I'm like, "What?" So I sent them, and she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I panicked." And then we talked about candles, and then that was it. So yeah, my life's going pretty fucking great. Pretty
She
fucking
panicked
great
and then
out here.
talked about candles.
Yeah, she sent me a photo of a
Quick.
candle, and the candle's quote unquote smell was confidence and freedom. And she said, "This one smells like you." And I said, "What the fuck is that supposed to mean?" And then I
You
caught
calling me gay?
I caught on because I was confident because I don't have this fucking dumb girl on my ass anymore. But I need. And up until like literally this whole week, I had like tests like retakes on like state testing. So I had to like show up and test. And I was missing out on seeing her and stuff like that. And like sitting there, like once you finish like your state test and there's like a little bit of time left, and you
Yeah.
sit there and you're like, all you don't have your phone, you don't have a book, you don't have anything. So you just sit there. Either you're drawing on like the sheet paper, or you're just sitting there like in your own thoughts. And I would sit there like in my head and just be like, what the fuck am I doing? Like chasing this girl around. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where like I just came to the conclusion. I was just like, I need to push this person away because I keep wanting to go for it, and I know it's not going to go anywhere. And it feels good because I realize how much time I didn't spend with like you guys, or working on a podcast, or working on my setup. I have like this list of how I want my setup to be, and I'm like halfway through it, and I could have been done with it if I wasn't like spending money on a girl or worrying about a girl. You know what I mean? Like, instead of like worrying about myself and the people that are close to me. So yeah,
I think Haley's the only person I spent money on.
Really?
Yeah, of
What about your
course.
mom, dude? You don't spend money on your mother, dude?
Yeah, dude. How about Mother's Day, brother?
Mother's Day. My
How about
mom
you?
will beat me.
Brings
What?
flowers? What the fuck is this?
What is this?
I have a
Calling me a,
German mom. Okay.
calling me a pussy? Starts fucking.
calling me, calling me a bitch, eh? Let's say what
Saying I
German
smell
moms
bad
can
because of
do.
these flowers and trying to make the room smell better.
Backhands you to the next fucking generation. She backhand you right until you're 14. You grow a beard from that fucking backhand, dude.
Why
Oh
would you
fuck
grow a
yeah!
beard at 14?
I already have.
I
Dude.
started growing at 12. There's like hormone fucking growth.
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Oh,
Like I already have a fucking
apparently my hormones are late
mustache.
as fuck then.
Yeah, cause you're a little bitch.
What up, bitch?
Yo, all right, Epic. We've never talked about this, but have you dated anybody? I mean, I see you're in high school. It's been 12 years of school. You have to have at
Oh,
least.
true that.
What I want to
Nah,
know is
my
okay.
entire variety of high school was just like, get shit done, go home. Like I didn't really
feel
focus on drama shit like that because that would just
I
like
feel
make me lose focus. Back in middle school though, I dated
Oh,
one person.
Back in middle
No,
school,
just
it
one
was like
person. That's it.
my
But like I don't
prime
even count that
Manslut
as like
days.
technical dating because like in middle school that's just like flirty
Yeah,
shit and they're like trading milk under the table or something like that. But
you
yeah,
traded
it's
milk under the table.
no. I'm just saying like it's shit like that.
Yeah,
But like
it's
I
like
didn't actually do that gay shit.
like the baby shit.
Yeah,
I
like
feel
baby
that.
stuff. But like if you date in middle school, that's not really dating. That's just like
You just had
practice
called
relationship.
somebody your.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
wait, I'm
I
in
like how we're
middle school.
shitting on
Dating
middle school.
someone for real.
If you're in
We're
middle school and
shitting
you're
on middle
watching this, we're
schoolers
really
right here.
sorry. But if you're
Yeah.
dating someone in middle school, dude, come on. That's
Come
not
on.
dating.
Dude, no.
I mean,
no, like,
okay.
yeah.
The
You guys
only
are just in the
reason
firing range.
No, listen. The only reason why I let Landon pass is because Landon has like the mindset of like a 25-year-old man. Like Landon's like really retarded at times, and like really fucking stupid. But if you actually like
Wow.
sat down and had a
Ouch.
conversation with
Dude,
Landon,
bro.
he knows what's good. You know what I mean? Like think about it. I'm being serious. Like Landon knows what's good, which is why like I invited him to the squad and I let him hang around because he's cool. He's not like one of the. He's not fucking.
He's not like one of those like loudmouth fucking kids
Yeah.
with like the high pitched voices.
I love you, Landon. Fuck out of here, dude. You're a pussy. What?
Oh, dude. Oh, no, damn.
Mixed
Just
messages.
respond with Manslut, dude.
Mixed messages.
Can we
here.
say that?
Picking. I don't. Is that PC?
Nah, that's PC. You're fine.
Dude, middle school for me was like big man slut. Once I got to high
God.
school, I told myself I wasn't gonna be a bad
No
guy.
more Manslut.
No,
2
and
days
then,
later.
and
2
then
days
I
later,
li-
he has like 5
no,
girls on his phone.
No, I'll tell that story like after. That's a good story to start off with. I'll tell it since it's like the theme of what like we're going off of. But I want somebody else to say something because I feel like I've been talking a lot. So
I like I haven't really been a manslut ever. Like, is that the top? Is that the top? Is that the topic?
yeah. Let's
Yeah,
go
well-
on. Let's
well,
go
I
on
mean-
like dating and shit. We're already here.
Okay, dating issue. All right, so
This
listen,
far, okay.
fellas. Question. What would you consider a good place to take your girlfriend on a first date? Not like a weekday, but like a
Oh,
first date.
first date,
Dinner and a
dude.
movie.
Yeah.
That's
Downtown.
like
Well,
No,
yeah,
no,
dinner
no,
in the
no,
movie. That's like classic shit, but like
dinner and a
you want to
movie.
stand out. You want to make sure you stand out. You know?
No,
Take
oh,
it to a
dude,
nice,
like
recent
going-
movie. You
no.
go and eat beforehand, so you don't have to buy any
Okay.
snacks. Smart
dude.
move.
No, like going like out downtown, you know, like buy a couple drinks, hang outside, you know, wait till it's like late, you know, go to like a
You
restaurant or
can't
something.
afford drinks. What do you mean? You're gonna buy some fucking Arizona?
No, dude, hell yeah, dude, fuck yeah,
Arizona's go far, dude.
Yeah, those
yeah,
shits are
Arizona's
fucking
go
hard.
far.
You can go down on her Arizona later on.
All right.
Exactly, dude.
I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut that out.
No, keep it. That's fucking fire, dude.
I'm gonna cut that out, and I'm gonna cut that out. I'm gonna cut that out. I'm just not gonna talk for a while.
You should learn how to do beeps, so you can just.
No, I'll put in some censor bars. I'll put in,
Censor bars.
so like right now, I could say like right now I'll be like that will be censored.
Oh my god.
Hey, I'm editing, alright? I can do whatever I want.
Alright, leave it to you. I'll leave it to you. Alright, so continue what you were talking about. Continue what you were talking about.
Yeah, what was? Oh, okay. Like I was saying, like, what would be a pretty legit? Like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good idea. Like, go downtown.
Yeah,
buy some
hang out
beers
in
and
like the
yeah,
local
hang out
like,
until it's night, like till it's like late, you know?
yeah. But
Yeah,
like
like around like
honestly,
8 or
I think
9.
like a classic. You go
So
out,
you go for the
eat
classic
dinner,
look then.
you go, you eat dinner, you make sure that you're full so that you don't have to like buying extra snacks or anything in the middle. That's what I always do, and it's cheap.
Oh.
Like where I go, where it's cheap, where I go, it's just like I go to this place called like Miller's Ale, and it's like $30 for 2 people and like 2 sodas. And there's like this plate that costs
It's pretty
12
good.
Oh
bucks.
yeah,
It's like
that's
this big, it's like this big plate of like this thing called the Mountain Melt Zinger, and it's just fries, chicken, and cheese and bacon, just all on a big ass plate. And it costs 12 bucks. And for 2 people, it's 30. Along with drinks, it's 33.
So it's just like pollo asada.
Yeah, basically, like you comp one of those. You have like a good chick, eat it up, and then you go watch your movie. You fucking get a little freaky action in the back. You know what I mean?
dude.
Or in the front.
What
wherever,
is
wherever,
up with you,
wherever, wherever
Jerry?
you're feeling bold, dog. You know.
Bold, dude.
Yeah, bold moves. What about you? You like going downtown? I like. There's a nearby where I live. How
Yeah,
about
they're
you?
about
Though?
like, you know.
Yeah. There's like a. Have you ever been to like a diner? Is there like a diner?
Yeah, of course. There's diners down here.
There's like a big diner where I live. That everybody just fucking goes to.
Yeah, there's a big diner where I live there. So
All right. Well, I guess we can. I guess we can tell the manslut stories now. You guys want to hear it? I think we should just title this podcast "Manslut."
Mansluts and dating.
Tokyo.
All right. So, should I tell my story now, or what, guys? Should I do it? Let's do it.
I mean, sure.
Do it.
So I had just moved to this place where I live now, and I've been. This is like right after like right in the middle of freshman. Mind you, when I moved out from 8th grade, it was like the summer, and I went to 9th grade. I went to like my first like 2 quarters of 9th grade in like a middle school. Not a middle school. It was like I forgot what it was called. It's like an in between school. Like you go there when you're in between. You know what I mean? When like I was living.
A local school?
Yeah, it was a charter. Like I knew that I was only gonna be there
local school.
for like 2 months, and then I knew I was only gonna be there for like 2 months. You know what I mean? So I went there, and like I went to the school, and it was a mixed school. It was middle school and high school, and also elementary.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it was
went one of
all
those.
Yeah, and then I was there for only 2 months. I met a girl on my 3rd day at that school, because my mom had signed me up for after fucking after the after school program. That's what it is. And I remember like on my 3rd day, everybody in that after school program knew who everybody was, because there's a middle school one and a high school one, and all like the 8th graders moved up to the 9th grade. So now there's like all these like freshmen that knew each other from last year, because since they all went to the same school, they knew each other. So I approached this chick on my 3rd day, and I met her on my 1st day, and she sat up on top of the table, top of a desk, and I just walked up in front of her, and I held her thighs because she was sitting with her legs kind of spread, and we looked at each other, and we like fucking made out in front of everybody, and everybody was like, "What the fuck is Tokyo doing?" Right? And then like a week later,
Tokyo, dude?
A week later, I almost fucked this girl in the bathroom, and then like another week later, we end up breaking up because I told her that I was only gonna be at the school for like a month and a half. And it was like, "What the fuck? I was trying to be your girl," and I was like, "All right." And then she told the whole school that I had a tiny peen, and
I get it.
I swear to God, she literally like posted on her Snapchat. She was like, "Just by the way, David has a small dick. That's why I broke up with him." When I broke up with her because she had all these enemies and shit, people were going after me for dumb high school drama. So I fucking dropped her like a fly. I stuck to myself. I made like 2 or 3 friends at that school, and then I left. Went to the high school that I'm going to now. I was in theater. Yes, I am a fag train. I used to do musical theater.
You were in theater.
Yeah, I used to
Nerd.
fucking sing and dance on a stage, dude. I was fucking. I swear to
We're
God,
gonna call
I
you
actually.
Romeo now.
I'm gonna be real with you.
Romeo.
I love
Romeo.
I love theatrics. I love musical theater. I love musicals. It's a little secret hobby of mine. But
He
I
likes
quit so that
Hamilton.
I quit so that I can do my own. I quit sophomore year so that I could do my own shit. All right. How many times am I gonna say that? I don't know. I was really hoping you guys were gonna go. How many times? Said it.
How many times? How
No, no,
many
no, 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 no.
times?
The joke is already passed. You can't fuck.
It's too late now. All this is gonna get out.
So I met this girl. She was a junior and I was a freshman. Mind you, this junior was like a banging ass, like light skinned girl. She was thick as fuck. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna slide on this. And one day we're listening to like somebody that came from like a college and they're talking about the theater program or whatever, right guys? And we're it's in the auditorium, so we would sit in the auditorium or whatever, and she put her whole leg over mine and grabbed my hand and put it on her thigh. And I was like, what the fuck? This girl wants it, right? And mind you, we only spoke like once or twice, and she was in my little group of the project that I was doing. I got put like randomly into a group because they had already started it and I came late. So I was in her group, and then me and this girl are talking, and we became really close to the point where she wanted to like start dating. And I was like, all right, cool. So from the day that she put her leg on me, and every day after that, I would walk her to the courtyard. We'd make out. I'd go to my next period. She'd go to her period. And that was all of our communication. Like every day for like 3 weeks, we would say, hey, what's up? Small talk, make out, go to class. Like that's how it was. And it was confusing as fuck. And then I met this really other cute girl in the same class that I really was like into, but I was too busy like confused with what I was doing with this dumb fucking junior. So then I ended up dropping the junior. And then I started dating this girl, and I was like mad in love with this girl. You guys ever been like mad in love with somebody? I don't know if you guys have,
Yeah, dude.
but I
Yeah.
was like super into this chick, and she was like straight virgin Mary. She never had sex. She's never had a boyfriend. She never had a kiss. She never had anything, like anything. And we did it for half a year, 6 months. And
That's half a year.
the man slut that I am, I completely threw that shit down the fucking drain. I was in a Skype call with a friend of mine. He had just moved from Vegas. Not gonna say his name. Not gonna say anybody's name. He had just moved from Vegas, and he was in the Skype call with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend brought her best friend, and he knew both of them in person because he had just moved. You know what I mean? Blah blah blah. So I'm in this Skype call with him, his girlfriend, and his best friend, and her best friend. I mean, excuse me. And then they leave to go do some freaky deaky shit, and I'm stuck in this Skype call with this random girl from Vegas, right? And I was gonna leave and go call my girlfriend, and instead we and her started talking, and one thing led to another, and we were just like really, we kind of got close. Like after like a week, 2 weeks of just talking like regular people, we became close. And then one day, like she had called me, she was crying about something. I don't remember what, but I comfort her, and then I had to lie to my girlfriend at the time, and I told her like, oh, I'm with my dad, I'm doing something, it's gonna take me all night, I'll call you back in the morning, love you, goodbye. And I spent like hours of my night on the phone call with a girl that lived in Vegas, just by the way, and like I was just being there for her. And then I thought to myself, what am I doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what am I doing? Because I have never done this before. I've never done like anything bad before. Like, you know what I mean? Like I knew what I was getting myself into.
This is where he became a bad boy.
Yeah, I
This
knew
is where he
I knew what I was
transferred to
getting
bad
myself
boy.
into, and I let myself get into it instead of like thinking and stuff. So I said, she was like crying, makeup everywhere, pretty girl too. And I go, okay, look, just this is what, like after I talked her out of it and she was cleaning her face or whatever, and I was like, look, just just take off your clothes, go take a shower, go like drink some water, whatever, eat something, just relax, like take a bath or whatever, and come back when you're done. And she's like, no need to leave. I'm like, what? She's like, no need to leave. This girl gets undressed on the phone call, sets up her phone in the shower, takes a shower, and I'm sitting there like a butt-ass naked girl in the shower. on like a phone call, right? And I'm like, holy fucking shit. So I hung up. As soon as her shirt came off, I hung up. And then I immediately thought to myself, I was like, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing, right?
He's in
sitting,
deep
I'm
shit
like,
right
what
now.
the fuck am I doing?
He's in deep shit.
I'm in such deep shit. Because I'm with the type of person where if I do something, like, yo, I did something bad, dude. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So I don't tell the girl that I was dating anything. And the girl that I was dating had to go on a trip for the weekend. So she leaves on the trip. We lose all communication for the whole weekend. And I'm
Okay.
sitting there, this girl from Vegas. So, talking with this girl from Vegas. And that night that when she took off her shirt, she called back and she was in the shower. And I sat there and just tried to take my mind off of it and act like it was normal. Even though her, like, everything, butt ass naked in the shower, everything was. I was just trying so hard to like be a wholesome male, and like I would put myself on pause, and she's like, "Can you come back? Why are you on pause?" You know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I was like, holy fuck and shit. And then the same night we had what everybody likes to call it, the phone sex, the e-sex or whatever. And I did some very
Sexting?
sinful things and over FaceTime. And that whole weekend we just talked and sent nudes and talked some more, sent some more nudes. And I lied to her. I told her that I didn't have a girlfriend. So she was under the impression that I was single. Then once the weekend ended, like Monday morning, I told her that I came up with some lie, about something, and I never talked to her. And I basically cheated on this girl that I was dating with at the time for 4 months. 2 months go by and it's Christmas. It's December. I'm in Miami for the week. For one of the weeks, actually. I know I was in Miami for all of spring break because I remember New Year's. I was super sad because on Christmas Day, the Vegas girls like finds out that I'm dating somebody, and she goes and asks the girl that I was dating, "Hey, how long have you been with David?" She goes, 6 months. And she goes, "Oh, no shit. 2 months ago, me and him were sending nudes to each other. He cheated on you." And I was like, fuck my ass. So I got a bunch of screenshots of just messages upon messages between this girl and between the Vegas girl and the girl that I was dating.
Oh,
Mind
you're
you,
super fucked at this point.
yeah, no,
Super
there
dumb.
was no turning back. Like, I looked at all of it and you know what? I'm a man. I've never cheated on a girl before. I made the hugest mistake of my life, and I'm sorry. And I know that's not going to do anything about it. But what am I supposed to do?
Screwed.
And she said the last thing she told me was, "We are done, period." And that was the last thing I heard. And it was pretty fucking depressing. I sat there Christmas Day, and it was like really, and like I was the first one awake, and I just had gone through that quick process of just like, "What the fuck, David? Oh, you're a piece of shit. We're done." And then my uncle wakes up, my aunt wakes up, my cousins wake up. "Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas." I'm getting presents and shit, and I'm sitting there with my present in my hand, and I'm like, I don't even want to I want to crawl into a
You
fucking.
don't deserve this.
Yeah, I don't deserve what it is. And then I opened it, and it was a fucking like a basketball put on your door. I was like, fuck yeah, bro, holler.
Fuck yeah.
And then I went to the bathroom and fucking bench because I just ruined like a relationship that I saw going somewhere. Like, I knew her dad, and I knew her mom, and I knew her stepdad. Her parents were divorced, and I knew her brothers. I knew her stepbrother. I was so close to him. I knew her cousins, her sisters. I knew like half her family.
I mean, your
And
inner
the
man
day,
slut just came out.
yeah, I fucked it up, dude. And the day after Christmas was her birthday, and she had the best birthday of her life with all her friends. And I was supposed to be there, and I completely fucked it up. I completely fucked up everything with this girl. And I always use it to just like always think back, like, I shall never do anything like this again, because yeah.
Alright, got it. So, moral of the story, David's an ass. Got it. Hey, Landon, how are you?
Okay, the only reason why I'm manslut is because I'm single, and the months that I've been single and I've been hanging out with Landon and fucking Johnny, every girl that's in the lobby, I end up talking to, and I end up hitting it off, and then I end up getting nudes or some shit in an Overwatch lobby, and then the next morning I'm like, guys, I fucking hit it off with this chick, never talking to her again. And then, yeah, I am a fuckboy, but I'm proud of it because I don't give a fuck because I'm fucking single, okay?
Alright, so,
bro.
alright, you do you,
you do.
and about 1,000 other girls.
Alright, you know what? You need to tell a story, Landon. This is
Tell us
episode one.
story.
But you're the special guest. You need to have
Give
some
us a
sort
special.
of
Give us some story. Give us some content. Here.
13 years of living. You gotta got something. Some sad life story about you, girl, or whatever.
Okay. So
So it was 6th grade, alright? Just straight out of
Stop
5th
butting
grade.
in, asshole. Your time, which was like 10 minutes.
But actually,
So, as a 13-year-old like me, we're not supposed to have like a lot of crazy stories to tell.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense.
I there's some stuff happened to me, here and there, once in a lifetime. So when I was about
I
6
got a
or
kiss
7
from a
years old,
girl.
I reckon some things have happened here and there.
some things happen here and there,
I have
So
acquired
when I was
pussy.
about
You guys can't see it. The listeners can't see it. But name. Have acquired them. Okay, Landon. Continue.
okay. So it was a school field trip right to a camp.
Wait, what
for-
grade?
It was back in 7th. It was last year. This happened
Alright,
really. And as a 7th grader like me, being stupid and shit like that, there was this town by the camp to go get like supplies or anything we needed that we didn't have. And me and my friends were being stupid. And if we would like go out at night, we would get like suspended, get like sent home immediately, and like shit would happen to us, like bad stuff. And me, like I think like 15 other kids that like my friends at the time, we were doing stupid shit like that, and we got caught in the most dumbest way fucking possible. Because one little, so it was like a 6th and 7th grade trip. 6th and 7th graders went together. A 6th grader told on us because like we were like planning it out during the day. He must have eavesdropped on us and shit.
Yeah.
And when we got caught, like they were waiting for us outside of our cabin. We were all in cabin and fun and everything. But when we went outside the cabin, there was just fucking teachers. There was my mom, and then there was my dad.
Jesus.
And I have a
Christ.
German,
Fucking town.
and then I have a German mom and dad, right?
Mhm.
They're very strict about what I do. So, right when they see us get out of the cabin, trying to sneak out of a window, and they're like, "Hold on, stop, all of y'all!" And we all get out of the cabin, We're all sat down by our parents. So my parents are legit beating the living shit out of me for what I do.
Is this a plea for help, or are you telling a story?
I'm telling a story. And then
This is a cry for help.
and it's a cry for help. And then one day, my dad, not one day, it's the same fucking day. I'm retarded.
Beats the shit out of me.
My dad tries to punch me, but right as I got up, he like hit the bottom of my jaw, and it cracked the upper part of my jaw by my wisdom teeth. So he pretty much broke my jaw, and stuff
Was
happened.
your jaw like fucking hanging, or was it just like locked? Did he punch it to lock it, or was it like hanging?
Hanging, like he broke it bad.
Jesus Christ.
I have metal rods now, but it's so good. It was It was
You
stupid
know,
of me to do.
So
I think I should just mention now that literally Landon has like so many surgeries.
he's
Fucking
basically a
autistic.
cyborg at this
I
point.
think that's why
Dude.
he's pretty autistic. Don't you have like
Dude.
aren't you getting like leg surgery? You got right in your arm, face.
I'm getting eye surgery, leg surgery.
Lung surgery.
Eye surgery. What are you gonna? What's
Eye
wrong with your eye?
Yeah.
I'm going blind.
Oh my
Get
fucking
glasses,
god.
retard.
Oh my fucking god. This guy's literally dying. This is Landon's first and
It's
last
gonna
podcast.
get to the point where he's gonna be like a real life cyborg,
It's
And
gonna be a
then
real life
next,
vegetable, kid. What do you mean?
classified as a
year,
wheelchair.
I'm gonna see if I could be able to get lung surgery, if that's even
Oh
possible.
my
Do you want to give some insight on why we keep talking about your lungs?
Oh, I was born with a very messed up left lung.
That's why
So,
he
yeah.
wheezes sometimes.
And
That's
every
why-
time we make him wheeze, it's just getting worse. So
It's
we
worse and worse.
are killing him.
Problem is we're like comedic geniuses, so I mean, it just slowly kills him.
Shut the fuck up.
See, look. Rest my case, Your Honor.
So was this the story of when your dad literally punched your fucking jaw out of place?
Oh,
Pretty much.
God damn. Alright, well,
alright.
fucking, I just imagine your left lung looking like a, like a brown, a brown.
Like your
paper.
right lung. No, your right lung is like a grape, and then his left lung is just a raisin.
Pretty much, that's like the perfect
That's
fucking description.
It's a perfect description. It's the best description you can get.
All right, Johnny, you
What's up?
gotta have some sort of
Story?
story with some girl
Wow,
or something in
all
your
that
life that happened.
Okay. To be honest, my life has not been so not been so crazy, you know, not like you guys. I don't do like bad boy things, or I'm not like a man slut
Okay.
and like do some weird solid snake type bullshit that I have to do with like Las Vegas girls or some shit. Whatever that meant.
So,
So
okay,
I'm gonna keep my stories nice and short.
Give a
but,
little insight. Give a little insight on your
okay.
character.
On
Who
my
the fuck
character.
you
Okay,
are.
so my like basically what I do is like I stay positive, you know, and people in the group chat and then the people I talk to, they always say that like I'm never sad, you know, like I'm
No,
never
no sad
seen
boy.
as like a depresso espresso,
Which
'cause
is why
I don't like
wanted-
doing that.
Which is why I wanted you to be the co-host of Sad Boys.
Exactly. I
Because
hate
you're not
I
sad.
hate being sad. I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's not my character, you know.
Of course,
And like
man.
people know, like, oh yeah, you have sometimes, yeah, you're like emo or some shit. And I low key went to that phase. Like I kind of had long hair and like always wore a black jacket, but I was like still positive, you know. So
Positive email boys, let's get it.
positive emo boy, yeah, exactly. And yeah, so yeah, that's the basics of my character, or whatever the fuck you asked. Character. But
What I meant was like you don't do drugs, you don't
yeah, I
ever
don't.
get like
I
sad,
don't.
you
Yeah, I
rarely
don't.
get mad at things.
Yeah, I don't.
You rarely date because you're too focused on like your life and stuff like that.
I'm too posted on 6. Alright, you don't see it, but there was like the Nick Young question marks meme or GIF just popped up after I saw that shit. Thanks for that, David. Yeah, thanks. Real ego booster. Yeah. Okay, back what I was saying. Story, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know any story. Like I only have one story of when I was surfing, but that's it. Like that's one of the best stories I got. So I can say that one.
Did you get hurt? Did you get heartbroken? Did you die? What's going on?
Okay, no. So I was surfing, right? This is back
The
when I was
waves
like
broke my
12,
heart, man.
12, 13. No, I'm not an emo bitch. But like, it was like 12 or 13ish, right? At the time.
Yeah.
I was surfing with my friends. I'm not gonna say their names. Let's just call them Jose
Nick and Young.
and
Okay.
Jose Part 2. So
Okay.
I was going out in the water with Jose and Jose Part 2. And then I remember seeing a dolphin in the ocean. I was like, damn son, that's a dolphin. I want to see that. I want to touch it. And so I went over to try and see if I can get that dolphin. But what I didn't realize, because I was like a 12-year-old numbskull. I was like, yeah, my brain don't function well. So I was like, I just went off. I went off into the ocean, and what I didn't realize also, because again I was a numbskull, I didn't like know about like the waves carrying you out, you know, like
Yeah,
the
current.
tide, the current, exactly. And I realized that when I looked back, it was like there's like little ants on a horizon of sand, and I was like, am I far? And I look to my left and right. You know, usually when you're surfing, when you look to your left and right, you're supposed to see people, right? And then like it gets to the point where if you don't see any more people, you're either too far in or too far out. Well, at that point, all the surfers that were beside me were like low key like Oompa Loompas to my eyes, and I was like, something ain't right, Chief. I saw, I look over, and the tide was high. So the tide was high. So me, Jose and Jose Part Two, like Jose and Jose Part Two were like, hey, Johnny, you should probably trail back. And me go, this is not a good idea. What are you doing? But I was like, nah, dude, I need to touch the dolphin. I'm so close. And I didn't realize the dolphin was like 1,000 like trillion miles away.
Minecraft
I was
blocks away.
exactly Minecraft blocks away, Minecraft pixels away. So I turned around because I was like, I just gave up on it, and I was like, damn, alright, I'm just gonna like, I don't even need to see this stuff. I can just go to SeaWorld and just like go pay like 50 plus bucks for premium shit and just like touch a stingray. Ooh, that's pretty sick, I guess. It's like a dolphin kind
Fake
of.
stingray, boys.
Exactly, it's like the fish of
Yummy.
a dolphin. But like I was saying, so we start going back, right? And again, like I said before, the tide was high. So I look back, right? And you know that picture of that little Japanese picture of like it's like the Great Wave, that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That's what it looked like in my eyes. Like I literally saw just like the horizon, and it slowly got bigger. Like it was in distance, it got bigger and bigger. And I was like, okay, I can totally catch this. I'm pretty good for a 12-year. I could do this with my little wave rider. Yeah, my little styrofoam surfboard. Hell yeah. So I get ready, and it got bigger and bigger. And then the problem is when the surf crashes, right? It's harder to like ride over or like even catch because it's called whitewater. So it's like you're more prone to crashing when you're in whitewater type stuff. And this thing just crashed immediately at its peak, and you just see the biggest, like it was, to me it was a skyscraper. It was just whitewater going straight towards my face. And like cuz Jose and Jose Part 2, like they were low key behind me while I was like facing the beach. They were like farther backwards, and I just see Jose Part 2 just get like hit by the wave and then disappear. like you know when you're like you go into fog and you just like it's just like they're gone. It was just like that. It was like one, and then Jose went and he was like two, and I was like, shit, it's my turn. And I got hit with it. Right? And all I remember, I kid you not, all I remember is me hitting the floor, right? Me hitting the
Me
floor.
waking up in the hospital, boys.
I tumble like for 2 seconds. I get back
Yeah.
up, and like my feet were like touching the floor, and I was like in like whitewash, like right there at the beach. And I, to this day, I'm so confused on what just happened. But like my dad was like, "What are you doing? Why were you so far? What is wrong with you?" And I was like, "I wanted to see the dolphins, man." And he's like, "You're an idiot. Sorry."
Yeah,
And after we got McDonald's, but that's besides the point. Like,
dude, it's always
more or
good
less-
to end off your fucking hard day with a McChicken or some shit.
and
Am I
nice
right? Am I
McChicken,
right?
except for I don't like McChickens. That's the problem.
Well,
Quarter
Like
pounder.
well,
Quarter pounder.
you know,
What's
the
that?
quarter pounders. I like the Big Mac. That's a classic.
Big Mac is.
Speaking
a
of
classic.
McDonald's, which
Yummy.
is the best McDonald's item on McDonald's? Let's just trail
Honestly,
on
Oh,
that.
dude.
Oreo McFlurry. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oreo
I can fucking go for those right now.
True oil. Okay, be honest here. Did you guys ever like try to suck on the spoon thing
Yes,
because you
my
thought it was a
first
straw?
McFlurry. I
Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
first McFlurry,
I
dude.
shit you not. My first McFlurry back when I was.
It looks like a
Great.
straw, and then I realized
Yes,
that they
my
just
mom
stick it
got
to a
me
blender.
McFlurry. She said, "Do you want M&Ms or Oreos?" And I said, "Oreos, lady, hit me up." So she got me an Oreo
Oreos,
McFlurry. I'm sitting in the back seat of my fucking booster chair. She hands me the Oreo McFlurry. I'm like, straw. Smart lady. You know, can't physically hold this
Oh,
spoon
it's a 2-in-1.
because I'm a fucking retard. So I put my mouth thickly right on the fucking like square part, and I really hard, and nothing comes up. And I said, "Mom,
I
the
did
straw
that.
don't work."
I-
And she said, "It's not a straw." Spoon, and I pulled it out, and it was a fucking spoon.
Okay, so one of those, I had the same story, right? And I did the same thing. I would do the same thing. My mom asked what kind of McFlurry I wanted. It was like Oreo or like M&Ms, and like there was a one Reese's one, I think, but I didn't. I
Yeah,
hated
it was
Reese's,
like a
so
limited time one. I
it was a
remember
limited
that.
time one. I remember that. But
Oh,
like I
man.
just got the M&Ms one because I love M&Ms so much. I like the Oreo one's pretty good, but like M&Ms, like it's just
M&M's
two
where
for
it's
one's
at.
candy. You know what I'm saying? You
I
finish your
don't
flurry
know.
and then you just have candy at the bottom. But like,
Yeah,
like I
yo,
was saying,
yo, is it really like that though?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just,
Because
you don't crush
every
up
time
the
I eat
M&Ms.
an Oreo McFlurry, it'll like towards the bottom of
Okay,
vanilla
just
shit. Wait, what? Did I just cut
okay.
out? Did I cut
Yeah,
out?
you cut out Melabad, so all you hear is yeah. Every time I eat a McFlurry, vanilla shit.
Okay.
Like that's it. That's all we heard.
Okay, just.
Okay, so like I was saying, right? So I'll cut it out. But like I was saying, right?
Big rip. Damn it.
That's a lot.
something
That's a
funny
lot.
too.
That's a lot to cut too. Yeah. But like I was saying, right? Like I would do the same thing. I sucked on the straw, right? But I was like, apparently I had mad sucking powers. Like apparently Zeus just like zapped suck into my like lungs, and I was like, I sucked that thing. I was like that, and I apparently the straw. Apparently they didn't put the spoon in, right? They didn't like stick it in there. They just like put it on like the top. They just.
Oh no, I know what this is gonna.
It went like it was like, and then it went straight into the ground. I was choked on a McFlurry spoon. It was horrible. Oh, it was so traumatizing. So to that day,
You know who can't suck that hard? Fucking
Len.
fucking
I
raisin.
was pissed.
it was raisin. It was horrible. So like after that, I got PTSD over McFlurry spoons. It was horrible. Like I did not like. My mom freaked out because I thought I was choking on something, and she was like, "What are you?" Like she's Filipino. She's like, "What are you, idiot?" It's spoon, and she like stuck it out. I was like, "Oh, oops."
Have you ever play Xbox with fucking Epic? Like, rare moments his mom would just.
Oh,
Guys,
like
and you won't
during
notice
this
it?
podcast, my mom just walked in. Like you heard that. I was like panicking
Did
because I had
she?
to unplug
she?
my. Yeah, she did. I had to unplug the mic, and I realized that I could just. It records. I have a mic on this laptop as well, so it just like you'll hear in the audio just a small recording of my mom telling me to go sleep.
What's it
I'll-
called? I'll tell you a story
like
about.
random shit sometimes. Like she'll come in and be like, "Throw out the garbage." I'd be like, "Yeah, mom, I'll throw out the garbage."
Okay, I'll do it. Jesus.
Do it now. Okay, mom. Don't worry, it'll get done.
Okay, I got it.
What's it called?
And then I'll be like, I'll
Your mom's
be right
sweet,
back.
man. Your mom's a sweet lady.
Yeah, I know.
I had a McFlurry, right? You know, like M&M, from McDonald's, right? You know.
Yes.
You didn't suck
Whatever.
it. Don't lie. You know you can't do that shit. Raisin.
You gotta do that at least. You gotta do that at least once.
No, I did it once. And I was like 4, right? My mom has the story behind it. She told me about this. She says, "You try to suck on the spoon, and like you almost died from it."
You almost lost your right
I
lung.
apparently passed. No. I passed out, right? Because I was trying to suck the like, shit out of the straw. I just passed out.
This guy sucks so hard he just
I shouldn't be
fucking.
talking. I almost choked on McFlurry. What am I saying?
Oh yeah. Mine wasn't that bad. I just this guy's fucking dying.
I need to roll up my long sleeve.
Let's dive
Every single time Landon laughs, I'm just gonna add like different gifs of just cars driving or just like cars skidding on the road.
Let's fucking dive. Let's dive for the McFlurries. Okay, can I get
Okay,
time?
so
Can you give me the time?
it's 50 minutes.
50.
Okay.
All right, let's
Yeah,
spend this
okay.
last 10 doing a Q&A on that. I have the questions pulled up. I think we should just run it.
Alright, let's just do that. So
Yeah. Hey, do you have a question when I ask? Do you want to go first?
let me check. I not really. I can go
My
ahead.
bad.
I have like 2 or 3. I can ask them real
Yeah,
quick.
go ahead.
All right, Landon, buddy.
Yes, si, senor.
So, what stresses you out? Like, when you really like stress the fuck out. Like, what gets you to the point? When
Like,
both your lungs are
Losing your
deteriorating.
shit.
Yeah, like when you're losing your shit out of stress. What gets you to that point?
Homework.
To the breaking point.
Really? Mind you, okay, I think we need to give some insight. This motherfucker goes to quote unquote state school. He doesn't go to like actual physical school. He gets like a what do you get like homework? Like
It's just
once a month, right?
homeschooled.
Yeah, basically, but the
Much
state
homework.
runs it, right?
Yeah.
They just monitor it.
Yeah.
What a fucking.
It's like
alright.
monitoring.
But you
monitoring
said homework
school.
does, right? What is? I mean, from experience going to actual high school, and I'm pretty sure back me up, getting
Yes.
like pounds of homework from like 7 classes a day really sucks.
Yeah, but I get lots of homework too. It's like I gotta finish 20 maths, 20 math things, and they'll have like 60 questions on each. I gotta finish like 10 science things. Gotta write a 15-paragraph essay every month about a different topic. Gotta read 2 books.
Okay, so it's worse than school. Awesome.
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, Johnny, you got a question?
Let me think here. Okay, so, who's your favorite superhero and why?
Perfect question
Yeah,
for the Sad
yeah.
Boys podcast. Totally our
Yes.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I'm sorry, man, but
No,
just
I'm
sad.
curious. I'm fucking curious. What's your favorite
the
Dude,
subject of the matter is not just always talk about sad shit, alright?
Yeah, I know.
We're just sad boys.
It's obviously Batman because
Okay.
But because his parents died. Goddamn idiot.
I can relate to Batman a lot because fucking yeah. Same.
Good thing it cut out because I have no idea what you just said.
Are you kidding me? Oh my!
You need to fix your mic, retard.
I said,
Okay, so I'll put
I
a
said-
disclaimer.
fuck off. Listen, I said good thing. Listen, my favorite superhero is Batman. I can relate to him because my fucking parents are dead.
Okay,
I'll
let's
put
do
it-
more
I'll put it-
questions.
I'll put a disclaimer. I'll put a disclaimer in the beginning of the video that audio fixtures are kind of broke right now, so we'll begin
It's
to
the
fix
first
it later in
episode.
later
Fuck
episode.
out of here.
It's the first
at
episode.
least
Yeah,
we got good content already.
it's good
All right,
enough.
I'm gonna ask something. How often? No, not that question. So, how often do you make excuses to get out? Do you ever like make an excuse to get out to hang
Oh,
out
all
with
the
your
time.
friends? Like
Oh,
IRL?
fuck you all the time.
All the time. When I don't feel
Dude,
like
all
it,
the time.
'cause
They're fucking annoying.
sometimes in the group chat I'll
IRL
make
or, like,
excuses
Yeah, I've done-
because like
I-
I'll have things to.
I have other things that I actually do than just hang out like 24/7.
Yeah,
I got you.
with like people.
I have another question if you don't.
Go ahead.
Landon,
Yes.
what's one mistake that you'll never do again? Suck out of a McFlurry straw. All right. Besides that one.
One mistake I'll never like do again
Yeah.
is pissed off my parents.
I feel
Which
that.
you've probably done 1,000 times.
Yes, that's so
No. The only time I pissed them off was in 7th grade, and I regret everything.
I have a perfect question.
Yeah.
When was the last time you laughed so hard that it fucking
Like almost sent you to like the emergency ward.
this fucking podcast, motherfucker?
About 3 weeks ago.
What happened? Were you with us?
Yeah, I was with you guys, remember? I was like, hold on guys, I'll be right back, and I left the game, I left the party, turned off my Xbox. I had to get rushed to the hospital, fucking put in a breathing treatment.
Oh fucking shit, man!
I'm sorry. What did we say? What did we even say?
It was something stupid. It was fucking Julian. His mic was peaking, and then Tokyo would like mute his mic, and he'd be like, "Everyone be quiet," and then he hits his jewel. And then I found that so funny.
That made you laugh.
Oh no, it was funny because like, yeah.
I would tell
No.
everybody to shut the fuck up, and then I put my mouth really close to my jaw and I took a fat rip of my fucking shit.
What made it funny was because like normally like Overwatch servers like they don't listen to like literally anyone, but like just
But when they
just this
do-
general server is just like everyone was talking at the same time, and then all you hear from like David is everyone shut up, and just the entire server just goes pitch black,
They
like
give me
nothing,
the attention.
just silence.
I could say anything. I can do any like important shit, life mattering shit, and I just take a
All you hear is like everyone shut up. That's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, I didn't know my jewel could send you to the hospital. Sorry.
Yeah. No, don't be sorry. That's funny as shit.
Do you have any questions for Landon here, Johnny?
I mean, not really. It's just, no, I got nothing.
Really? All right, I got one thing that we could probably do, and I kind of want to
Yeah,
make
one
it.
more thing. Well, because we're about to hit an hour, dude. It's 3 more minutes.
I wanna kind of make this like a thing that happens every podcast. Can't forget.
Yeah.
So and you and me can't answer it. It has to be always the guest. So what I think we
Okay.
should do is
Oh,
Landon.
to end off every podcast.
Yeah.
Landon.
Okay.
Do you believe in like ghosts? Do you believe in spirits and stuff like that, or no?
No.
Has there been any instance where that's happened to you, or where you've questioned like, yo, that was a fucking ghost?
Yeah. Because
Has anything like
when my
quote
grandpa
unquote like
passed,
supernatural or like paranormal
Oh,
or whatever happened?
yeah,
to
when my
you?
grandpa passed, I was taking a shower, right? And
Mhm.
then my mom, my dad, and my
I
grandma
feel
would
a
make
dick in my ass.
Okay, that's been the Sad Boys podcast.
I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut all this.
No, you should fucking keep.
I'll put a censor bar over what I just said because that's gross. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, okay. This fucking guy, dude. It's gonna be a nice 5 minutes of laughing before we can.
I'm gonna put, dude. I have the perfect gift for that. I'm just gonna put like you know when like roller coasters go up like upwards and you hear that clicking sound. It's just.
All right. Settle down. Landon.
And then I was taking a shower, right? And then
Yeah, so
everything
your grandpa
fell and everything.
Yes. Yeah.
And then every glass plate in the kitchen just shattered. And I was like, huh,
Wait. I'm
Grandpa?
lost. Wait. Listen. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, did something like happen like that? Like, for real?
Yeah, I'm being serious. Like the glass
So you
plate
were-
in the dishwasher just like
You
fucking
were
just shattered.
showering, and in
I
the
was
shower,
taking
you
a
heard like
shower.
a bunch of glass shit shatter outside.
Yeah, outside my door. And then my grandma started screaming, and my mom and dad was like, "What the fuck just happened?" And then like my grandma's like, "It might be Gary." And I'm like, "Yeah, it might be Grandpa."
That's fucking creepy.
Huh. That's creepy.
I have a story, and since it's the first episode, tell ours if you have one, and then just never say something ever again because I just want to leave it to like the guests or whatever. So, do you have any stories? I think do you have any like spooky stories or anything like that?
I
Is it almost
mean,
an hour though?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
almost now. I
Let's
got
just-
one. I
Alright, go
literally.
ahead.
So
I have one like really good one too. So
yeah. So one of the dogs that I had, just one of the dogs. She was a very old one. Her name was a Beamer. So she was an old one. She's been there most of my life. About like I would say a strong 12, 13-ish years. Yeah. So she's been there most of my life. So like I do not remember a time where I do have not known it. She was really the one of the main dogs in our family, besides Oreo, the one we have now. But like she was like one of the big fellas, you know. And so when she passed, like we were fucking sad as shit. Like we could not function. Like everything was just really okay. Just everything was just yeah. But like I was saying, when she passed, we buried her in the backyard, right? And then we just sat there. But like after that, all you hear is like howls. Like almost every single dog just howled, and then like a cold breeze just like flew through the air. It was the creepiest shit.
wait a second. So you buried the dog, and then after what? After like you walked away, or were you
No, we were like still there.
kind of like paying respects or
Cause
something?
yeah, cause like Catholics, we have to pay respects and stuff like that. We like bent our heads and stuff, you know.
Yeah, press
And
F. I
then
got
just
you.
like all you hear is like every like kid you know every single dog in the neighborhood just like start howling, and then just like just a cold ass breeze. And I was like,
That's
Jesus,
like insane. No, cause like they're connected like that. Like I saw
It's
that
weird.
on like, a video one time where like there was like a hurricane that hit like Louisiana and it hit like a
And,
dog
like-
shelter, and like four of
Yeah.
the dogs died. And when they were burying them, like all the dogs that were in the shelter howled so loud you could like hear them. It's creepy. Okay,
was
I have a
creepy.
quick story to wrap up this. It was basically my grandfather had died. It's been a month. It was like in this point in time in the story, it's been a month since he died. I didn't go to the funeral, and quite frankly, as a kid, I always used to like despise him. So I was like, this fucking old dude's annoying. But then I realized after the fact that like I missed him. You know what I mean? Because I was a fucking kid. What the fuck was I gonna think? You know what I mean? So I'm sitting there. It's me, my older sister, my other cousin, and one of my cousin's friends.
Yeah.
And, all my cousins are girls. I was the only boy out of another boy that was older than me. So I was like the second boy cousin, and all my cousins. So I would be forced to do pussy shit because I was the youngest little boy with a bunch of older fucking middle school girls or whatever. So we were sitting there, and one of my cousins had like an iPod. Back in the day, iPods were like the shit. So, and we had this little game where you put it over your palm, it'll read your palm, and say something.
So like palm readers.
Yeah, it was like some like fake ass palm reader app.
Okay.
Y'all thought it was real.
Okay.
And we're sitting there playing the little game, and then like my grandpa, they had this like really old, big plasma TV, looks like a fucking gigantic box, and it just boom, just turned on out of nowhere, loud as fuck, like white static. You know what I'm talking about? Like
oh yeah,
super loud.
man.
And the speakers on it were like fucking huge, dude, like without the H, fucking huge. And it was just blasting super loud. And we all ran out there, and everybody was screaming, and I was the only one. And as soon as I turned it off, everybody was sitting on the couch like, what the fuck? How did that happen? All the CDs on the CD rack just fell off like simultaneously. All of them, right? And I got up, and when I started putting them back, the fucking fridge opened. The fridge and the freezer opened. Nobody was in the kitchen. Nobody. We were all cleaning up the discs because we were like, how the fuck did that happen? Somebody knocked it over. And the fridge and the freezer opened at the same time. And then the bathroom door opened right after the refrigerator, and like everything was loud.
Dude, I'm gonna poop my pants.
Yeah, like the refrigerator was like, and then the bathroom door was like shut, closed, like knob and everything. And you just hear, all you hear is like, and I'm like, I look back, and we all look back. We fucking dipped out of the fucking and we went to the left, and at the bottom was my aunt where she lived. She lived on the apartment room all the way on the end of like the hallway or whatever. So we just ran to her. We just all were like fucking crying. But it was weird, and like it was cold as fuck in the house. It was like freezing in there. And when we went back, it was hot as fuck. It was like back to like normal temperature. And we were all just confused and like little scared kids, and it was really insane. And I swear it was my uncle. I swear it was my grandpa doing shit, being an old guy. Alrighty. Well.
So before we end,
yeah.
Landon, is there anything you want to say to the people if they watch? Anything you want to say before we stop this?
Black Cowabunga tribe will rise.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well.
But I'm glad you did.
I said
Black Cowabunga. Black Cowabunga. All right. So I will, at the end of the podcast, I will always put a the person's quote and then the who said it at the end of it, and so that'll just pop up on the screen. So thanks for that. And like a very detailed, like nice little like background of like a beach, just like it's in the sky. All right.
Let's do this outro, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed the Sad Boys podcast episode. There is gonna be more. This was a good first like run through. Probably gonna post it. We are gonna have it on SoundCloud. The audio version will be on SoundCloud. We will do a edited, cool, like funny memes and stuff version on YouTube.
And I will take care of that. That'll be my job.
Epic is our editor. I will run the
accounts in general.
Yeah, the Sad Boys podcast channel, which will be probably on my Instagram. I don't know yet, but when it does come out, I will do promotions and stuff, and everything will be cool. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. This is Sad Boys podcast, signing the fuck out.
All right, bye guys.
Xbox gamers.